What it do? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, I had a conversation with a friend the other day while I was working, and he said something that kind of triggered me because another friend said something about it maybe not even a month ago. So, I thought we'd talk about, are you living in spite of or because of your fears? Are you living deliciously? Let's talk about it. What it do, DG, out in the wild doing what I do, making a life I love and enjoy while building a business with my clients. Because that's what I do, live deliciously. Fear, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. I had a conversation with a couple friends of mine, and I will insert some of that text in the video. But it came up about what I'm doing, and one of my friends was like, I would be so scared to do that. And I was like, but you live with fear every day. You never know if somebody's gonna break into your house. You never know if somebody's gonna break into your car. You never know what could happen. But why does one fear overpower you rather than another? I guess for me, myself, it's a fear of comfort and being complacent and being unhappy. But I guess if you're not unhappy, then you don't think about the fears that you don't know until someone brings it up. And I had a conversation with another friend, and as far as his goals were, he was like, he knows that he lets the fear of actually succeeding with what it is he wants to do keep him from doing it. And I responded with something that I had heard actually on the radio, because it's really good. And it's fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. Which one do you want to be? I posed the question. I still haven't gotten an answer. And that conversation was almost a month ago, maybe. I don't know. I have to look it up to make sure. But which one are you? Do you fear everything and run? Do you allow fear to take over? The fear of what could be to take over you and let it keep you where you are? Let it keep you in the everyday routine that you live in? Or do you face it and you do what it is that you want to do in spite of that fear? Do you live life? Do you move forward? Do you try something new in spite of that fear? Do you let it stop you in your tracks? Or do you put one foot in front of the other and do it anyway? I have told people that when I'm done driving, boat life will probably be my next step. I don't ever really plan to buy a house and land and settle down. If I buy land, it'll be for different reasons, maybe even something to come back to, but I really doubt it. And I was told, oh man, do you know how to function a boat? No. But at one time I didn't know how to drive a car. At one time I didn't know how to raise a child. At one time I didn't know how to massage a person. One time I didn't know how to take care of an elderly person with Alzheimer's or any other issue. But you learn. At one time, you would never catch me talking to a camera in the park with people around. But you learn. You get through that. Well, I guess you should try and get through it. Because how do you move forward if you can't get through simple things? I think wanting to learn something propels you forward, gives you something to look forward to. I know for myself, wanting to learn how to survive a different way, how to thrive, because I'm not out here just to survive. You better believe I'm out here to thrive. Did I say that right? Did I say that right? I'm not out here to survive. I'm out here to thrive. Just so we make that clear. It's early. It's about 7 a.m. or so, and I just remembered that I didn't charge my Fitbit, so taking a lot of steps that are not being counted right now. But we push forward. What is a fear of living? It's being preemptively afraid of dying. It is not doing what you came here to do out of timidity and spinelessness. The antidote is to take full responsibility for yourself, for the time you take up and the space you occupy. If you don't know what you're here to do, then just do some good. Maya Angelou. Now, let's be clear, I'm the last person who is anybody's motivational speaker. So that's not what this is meant to sound like at all. I'm just asking the question, what is it gonna take for you to overcome the fear to get you to where it is you want to be, or even get close to it? Because there's always the option of you start working towards something you feel like you want, and then you realize it's not. But you'll never know that if you don't start working towards it. So what does it take to make that first step? What does it take to give you the motivation to want to make the first step? Does it take research? Have you looked into what it is you're interested in? Have you even Have you even done the research to start to really think about all the things that you may have to do depending on what it is that you are looking into? Does it take talking to someone? There's groups and forums everywhere. Have you gotten into them? I know before I started all this, I was in several, and I'm still constantly joining different ones. I probably should stop doing that, but it's fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. But talk to people who are doing what it is that you're interested in doing, and maybe that'll help influence your decision. Maybe that'll help give you the motivation when you see someone doing something that you're doing, and they can help you figure out what the steps are. I think that helps. It makes it a little bit easier. I know it made it easy for me. There was a million videos. There's so much YouTube time clocked. There's so much Facebook group time clocked. Forums. I didn't just jump in. I really looked at what it is that I wanted to do. I started first thinking I was gonna be RV life, yeah. But upon further research, found that it wasn't really for me. That's a lot of work. And I came down to overlanding. It's potentially a lot of work. It'll be a lot of building for me and Zola. She's gonna need some things to make sure that we stay safe. But I think it's more doable for us. And that's how I made my decision. Research, talking to people, looking at other people living through their fear. Because we're all afraid of something, but you can't let it hold you back. I fear if you do, you won't get anywhere. You won't do the things that you want to do. My arm is getting a workout today. But you'll miss so much if you live in your fear and you let it take over. I can't live a life where I let my fears take over. I can't live a life where, I'm broke. Well, go out there and make some deliveries, make some money, and you'll be less broke. Stop eating so much damn Chick-fil-A, you'll be even less broke. Go grocery shopping like you're supposed to. Find a way, because there's always a way. I mean, everything you see was built on something finding a way. Nature finds a way all the time. All the time. Why can't you? Why aren't you? Why aren't you finding a way right now to do what it is that you want to do? There's nothing that I'm doing or anyone else is doing that you can't do. We found a way in spite of our fears, in spite of our circumstances. In spite of our circumstances. Now I'm starting to get cold. Find a way. Because there is a way out there. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Somebody said, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like this forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her.